What is up, folks? Oh, we have one person commenting already. Who is that? Oh, that's just us. It's like, what is going on, folks? We are back after a much needed vacation. It is
It's not
7 o'clock
hope.
on Sunday night. Here we go.
Yes.
See, that's how far it's been, how long it's been. It's 7 o'clock Sunday night. Y'all know what that means. It's time for Panhandle Fishing Report. I'm your host, Smitty of Smitty Surf Fishing, and with me always is my co-host.
What is up, everybody? It is Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast. Welcome to the end of the weekend, and we're getting you ready to get back in. And we've been away for a little while as I've been working. Smitty's been cruising, and Happy New Year to all of you. How about that?
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Hanukkah.
Donnie's got first.
What up, Donnie? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's been and we are also streaming on Instagram. Sorry, I forgot what the platform was.
Yep.
Instagram.
We are live on Insta.
But the unique thing about Instagram though is we can't see comments on Instagram. They won't come through like everybody else. So we have to like have an Instagram up and going, and then we can see it. But we got some people watching, so thank you for tuning in over there on Instagram. Appreciate that. Instagram Live. We need to figure out how to get to TikTok next.
Well, we got to get to 1,000.
Oh, is that what it is first? Before we can go live?
Yep, you got to get to 1,000.
Okay. So we need to get to 1,000 so we can go live on TikTok. So if you got a TikTok account, I guess we need to create one first. All right, baby steps. First, we'll create a TikTok account, and then we'll work to get over there.
All right. I now have our Instagram up.
Mm-hmm.
And I will attempt to follow it.
Monitor that, watch it. I don't know. I tried to see it over here on the phone, but
it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be rough. Like, come to Facebook or something, or go to YouTube. God, people, help us out here.
I'm just trying to, get our audience going.
It'll be good. We're all back. It's going to be rusty, which means it's going to be a train wreck, which means Barry's. Oh, speaking of Barry, Barry will be happy because we will train wreck ourselves like 4 times. We'll go on tangents because that's what we do here. After we'll give you reports, we'll give you weather. We're going to give you all the things. It's
all
like
the things.
It's like its own special TV show.
My glass almost matches that glass.
It does. Look at you bougie bitch.
I know, right? Nice. Go away for a couple weeks and then bam.
Hey, real coastal. Good.
Coastal. What is up?
I got to go fish with them.
I know you did. I saw. Let's see here. How's the mic? Mic good?
Mic's good. Mic's good.
Okay. Yeah. What in the bar? What in the bar? Where in the bar? That's what where in the bar are we? Back corner booth.
We're not in the man cave yet.
No,
where is that? There we go. There, dude. My screens are all jacked up right now.
Right.
Because I didn't set everything the way I was supposed to set it while we were talking pre-show because we had so much fun. We had so many fun things to discuss amongst our dude, I haven't talked to you in forever. Yeah, here's the shit show.
We honestly haven't. We haven't talked in.
No.
Yeah.
You got back
briefly. Yeah.
Yeah, you got back Wednesday. And I was working all week, and we had work sucked.
Yeah.
So I didn't have anything to think about. I don't have the energy to talk to anybody. I think I texted Justin once. I maybe called him for 2 minutes. I was like, I don't have the energy for anything.
Yeah. I enjoyed 10 days cruising, which was great. 0 social media while we were out there. Because we were working. My wife and I were working off a shared plan, so she pretty much stayed on the internet most of the time. Because we left our son here to take care of things while we were gone, and so if he needed to get in touch with us for any reason, he could message and stuff. So one of us was always on. But I typically got on early morning, like having coffee, and be like, okay, let's see what kind of issues we're having with the HOA. I should say. I was going to say what kind of shit show, but it's
Yeah. Well, there's there. Oh, we got our first comment there on the old Instagram.
Oh yeah,
Surf
nice.
Fishing Webster. Catch any big fish lately? Well, we've been kind of off the air and not really fishing. I have caught sheep's head, and that's about all I can report that I've caught so far this year, which I was very thankful to do out there. And you can see the video if you want. Real Coastal and Justin Reed Fishing have it up. That's about all I've caught. You were gone.
Yeah, I did a lot of fishing
before
from our last show.
Yep.
Which was the 17th of December, I think. So fished all through that Christmas and up to the new. Whoa, it's because the hand. It's my bones, man. It's X-ray. You see that? It's but up until that time that we left, but yeah, sheephead, checking on some snapper spots that are still holding a ton of red snapper in the bay.
It's gonna be a good
redfish, black drum. Like it was good. Took out some light tackle stuff and just turn it into a T1. You see that? That's the
Vezi, thanks, man. It's good to be back. We're very happy to be back. This is something I don't know if you guys understand how much this is something Mike and I really look forward to on Sunday. I mean, granted, there's banter and we love giving you guys the reports and all that, but we really look forward to talking to you guys. It's a lot of fun doing this show.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, I should probably bring up the notes.
I got it. I
actually have
notes. Don't worry, Harry. I've got him. I'll start it off from the. I mean, I'll make it easier since we're there. Show sponsored by GI Jigs. Use code PFR for 20% off your purchase through. Actually, still going if I'm not mistaken. GI Jigs are patented handmade jig heads, custom designed around the eye and made with unique characteristics to entice fish into reaction strikes. Check them out, gijigs.com. Yeah, you guys know Mike and I both use them. We're very happy with them. Jig heads are phenomenal. Metals are good. It's been great using them. It really has. I wish I had something negative to say, but I don't.
And actually, his I should have amended that on the thing, but his 20% code ended at the end of the year, so it's back to 10% now.
Oh, is it back to 10? All right, sorry, everybody. You get 10%. That covers the tax. There's that one.
Absolutely, but yeah, awesome jig heads, awesome throw-in lures. Like he's got a lot of cool new stuff coming out over there. Captain LJ up there in Maryland, and I wish I'd had time off because he shot Brian and I a message that they were consistently catching 40+ inch stripers in the Chesapeake Bay, and he's like, if you can get up here now is the time to get here. And I'm like, son of a. Of course, Brian and I both were like, dang it.
I could make a weekend. I can't make a weekend out of that. It's a 13-hour drive from our houses to Chesapeake. Not that I know that for any reason recently, but yes, that's gonna be it. We do have a question from Instagram from Surf Fishing Webster, and I think this is a good one. I plan on going to Panama City in June. Is it worth the extra 2-hour drive to come your way? My answer is no. You are going to be doing just fine in Panama City in June. You really will. You've got a lot of great water between the surf side, the inland, the inlet. Yeah, you're going to be doing great out there, man. You don't need to come all the way to the dark side of Navarre.
Nah, it's that area anywhere from like Inlet Beach all the way down to Panama City Beach and then into Panama City. Even on the other side of Panama City, when you start getting into Mexico Beach, Port St. Joe area, great fishing opportunities. That's closer to where you'll be staying instead of coming over this way. Now, we'd be more than happy
to have you.
Yeah, come over here and fish with Brian and I and meet up on the beach and stuff. It's it's an open invite, but if you're maximizing your time while you're there, then I would stay over in that area and fish. There's some great beaches over there to fish. Yeah, and there's some good guides over there too. So if you want recommendations on guides and stuff in that area, just hit us up and we'll be happy to help you out.
Yeah, he'll be in the St. Andrews Park area, so that's going to be solid.
Okay. Yeah,
real solid. Yeah. Where are we at here? Barry jumping on. Okay. Dang, the lag is like 25-30 seconds to Insta. It is
to Insta. Yeah, it's back. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's something they just started. StreamYard just started doing it.
Okay. Yeah. Terry texted me. It's like, yeah, surf sucks right now. It's not wonderful, but again, this is wintertime fishing here. I mean, and Mike and I have said it numerous times on, I think, every episode. You got to be willing to do all the other fishing. Like wintertime surf, can you catch? Yeah. Justin went out, caught a slab red.
And black drum.
You got them
and
all.
a nice pompano.
And a great pomp. Yeah. He had a good day. Now, is that the norm? No, it's not for this area, but it was a good day. And he's going to have some videos to explain that a little bit more. But you know, this is that time of year you got to kind of play into the inshore. I mean, you're going to have to go into different ones. It's cold. They're cold like us. They don't, if it's too hot, they don't like it. If it's too cold, they don't like it. So you got to play around a bit.
This time of year, I tell a lot of people, and I gotta adjust that light. I tell a lot of people wintertime surf fishing typically is not quantity, but quality.
Oh, significant quality.
You're going to spend a lot of time out there and you're going to be cold and it's going to be miserable at times, but the fish you do catch are going to be memorable. Big black drum. They're going to be big red fish. They're going to be bigger pompano as well. The fish that you catch from the beach right now, it's going to be tough, but it's definitely going to be memorable fish that you catch out there.
That's why I love this, man. That's why I love fishing. You can, that's why that's why, again, you call it fishing, not catching. It's just fun. And yeah, it may suck, but it is fun. And, the difference with our area versus Panama City or Alabama, I mean, New Orleans, Louisiana, the Gulf whole region, it's different fishing everywhere. And that's why it's so much fun. You can go do something different in another area and just kill it. And you can have the best day ever. And then again, it could be absolute skunk city. So it's all about just getting out there and playing the different ones to figure out what works.
Yeah, like you said in the beginning, though, this time of year is when we typically go to the bay in the boats. And we'll spend a lot of time there if we want to go fishing. So,
well, we've got quite a bit of the show here. I mean, the question of the day is going to really eat up a lot of time here. So, what do you think? We'll run down the sales seminars.
Let's do it. So, tournament series, tournament seminars. Sorry, tournament. Too much Devil's Cut. That's what's in the glass, by the way. Devil's Cut by Jim Beam. It's really good.
Littering hand.
It's a classic. Anyway, so the seminars are coming back, starting back up this month. Hotspot fishing seminars, which was previously the hook, line, and sinker seminar series, will be kicking off February 5th at Flounders at Pensacola Beach. Topic is going to be sheephead fishing. So they were supposed to do that in January, but I guess while I was gone, there was some bad weather or something. It got really cold and windy, and so they canceled it.
You wouldn't know anything about that.
Moved it to February. No, it was 85 and very sunny and nice. Anyway, not to rub it in, but it was a lot warmer where I was at. And then the Gulf Coast Sportsman Seminar Series. That's the legendary Marine half hitch tackle and 38 light tackle. Should be kicking off their series in February as well if they follow previous years. Nothing has come out official yet, but I did speak to someone earlier this evening that confirmed that they are looking at kicking off February 6th, and talking inshore fishing, winter inshore fishing. So I should be seeing something coming out on that in the local areas soon.
Very nice.
Those are all seminars.
Upcoming tournaments right now, you got Gulf Breeze Bait and Tackle rocking in with the Pompano and Sheepshead tournament. It is live. So if you want, you got to sign up, and then you can't weigh a fish for 24 hours. So don't try to catch your fish. Go out there and sign up. It ain't going to happen. You got to sign up the day before. So go get yourself signed up for it. It's a long runner, and it's a good tournament. It's a lot of fun. I will be getting you more. Obviously, things get real quiet this time of year. I'm already starting to pick up on it. April, I'll tell you right now, April's going to be busy as hell. So if you're into the tournament game, hopefully you got your calendar synced up, because we have a lot of tournaments coming in April, March. We've got some playing in there too. But April's going to be extremely busy. As you guys know, the Fish Bites tournament, it's in 4 zones. We'll have more on that one. I just didn't get that pushed into my notes to send Smitty beforehand, and I didn't type it fast enough because we were having way too much good time girl talking before the show. So right now, Gulf Breeze Bait and Tackle. It's a good one. You can catch one in Panama City and bring it all the way over here. I don't believe there's a line for the tournament, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not just surf, it's boat. Yeah, you can get out there and do your thing.
Just bring a Pompano to weigh in.
And four pounders get up in the top 5. 5 pounders normally win it. And we've seen 4 and 5 pounders. So,
and it's usually a lot of the ones that stay on the board are caught this time of year. And like at the very beginning, I'll see a lot of the big ones that hit. Now that you will have the other, 4 pounders, 3.5 pounders that hit the board and stuff like that, that'll start coming up. But the last 3 years that I can remember, the 4.5s and 5 pounders have hit early, like February time.
It just depends on when Jerry gets out to go fish. That's all.
I know, right?
If you guys haven't heard of Jerry, Jerry's a hell of an angler and a great person. He's a cool dude. I've enjoyed the limited conversations I had with him. I wish I had something bad to say other than the fact that he's a badass angler and I can't beat him yet, but he's a good dude.
Or be like Sid and catch a fish that wins 3 different tournaments.
And Sid, we have an advantage. Sid's not here right now. He's out on the boat. So not saying that I stalked him, but I was like, oh, all right, cool. Sid's out of town. I got a chance.
Yeah.
That guy, hell of another great angler and underrated in a way. But all right.
Yep.
Let's do this because this is going to make this is going to get some people. I think we're going to get into people with tinfoil hats and calling us crazy for this, but I think there's some I believe in science.
Validity.
So I like it. It's
all right. Question of the week is brought to you by Salty's Pompano rigs. From the single drop to the double drop rigs, Salty has you covered with premium hand-tied rigs. He also has some pretty cool stickers and shirts over there, so go check him out at saltypompanorigs.com. There you go. Question of the week. Barometric pressure and fishing. Does it really matter? And if so, what's better, a high or a low pressure? This one's kind of tricky.
So you want to read the science stuff, or do we just? What do you want to do here? Because I was reading, I was like, these are all good points.
That was kind of for us to know. I want to see what everyone's thinking. Well, the notes make us look smart, man. That's why we do the research.
That's because you're the smart one. I'm just a talking head, bro.
Talking head. If it was.
But yes, absolutely. Barometric is huge. I think it's an absolute player in the game. I want it in the 30s, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 35-ish. I'd have to relook at the number, but frontals, yeah. If you got a front coming, get out in front of it. And if it's high pressure, it's great. Falling from high, yeah, I'd play into that.
Yeah.
You?
Yes, and yes. I believe there's something there, but I don't pay as much attention to it as I probably should. And that goes into one of my goals going into 24, as I put out on the Smitty's page a while back, is documenting and keeping better records of the fishing days and stuff. Whether, all of that stuff. It helps establish patterns moving forward, through every year and stuff like that, and knowing what worked, what didn't work, as you go down through there. But I'm a believer, just fish when you can, high, low, whatever. But if you want to make, it sounds like a lot of work. It is a lot of work, Dustin. That's why I haven't done it in years, because it's like I'll get, a dozen or so trips in there, and then I'm just like, I forgot to do it, and then you forget to do it, and then you just don't do it anymore. So, but those that do end up being better fishermen for it, I think. And I'll refer to who I don't know personally, but Spencer Brogdon over on the East Coast there, and the records he has, like the detail from when he worked at the fishing pier and all that stuff like that. Dude, that is a wealth of knowledge. And he's a great fisherman. You know what I mean? Because of that, because of the time he put into it to make it so. So I believe fish when you can, but if you want to be more successful, fish when the fish are biting. If that makes sense. And you do that by establishing those patterns and stuff like that.
There's a reason that in our fishing apps, I mean, there's a reason that it talks about that stuff. What's the barometric up and down? Yep. There you go, Adam. Thank you for sharing that one.
Adam. Yep.
Broken Reel 23. Yep. Spencer's, yeah. When we talked about it on the episode, I mean, I remember him. I don't remember if I did video. I think I left it as audio only, but he held up the notebook. He's like, I got this. I was like, what the hell? It was game on. So yeah, that man, he knows his stuff. But with our fishing apps, it'll tell you, hey, is it a rising pressure? And sometimes they combine that with hot times and all that. It's important to look at those. It's just the little things. And for those of you that are also on the, let's say you're not in the, what's the word? You're not in the run. You're not in the peak fishing season. You got to give yourself every single advantage you can to get on the fish. I mean, rip tide, yeah. Hey, rip, I'm looking for that. Structure, yeah, I'm looking for that. Well, okay, that's all that fine and dandy, but sometimes you got to go out and go a little bit further, and you need a little bit more. And Dustin, we don't have your good karma power of catching fish like that. I mean, you've got so much good karma built up. You're going to be catching fish for the next 100 years, man. So there is that. But it's, you take every advantage you can when you can, how you can.
Yeah. So, I mean, we got some great comments that came in, but let's go down and read the science behind it. So, the high pressure, rising barometer, right? And how does it affect the fishing? Fish are often more lethargic. They may move into deeper water during the high pressure. Fish can be challenging during a rising barometer, but some anglers find success by targeting deeper structure and using slower presentations. Makes sense.
Yeah.
You want to take the next one? You're like, what? I was going to read.
As I'm stuffing my mouth with water. Well played. All right. Low pressure. The effect on fishing. Fish tend to be more active during low pressure, feeding closer to the surface. Best time to fish. Falling barometric pressure, especially before a storm, can trigger increased fish activity. Many anglers consider this an optimal time for fishing, as may be more willing to bite. Something about falling pressure.
Stable pressure. So fish behavior can be more consistent during a stable pressure, and they may continue normal feeding patterns. So if they're in a low and there's a low for a while, they're going to feed for a while. High, if you have a high pressure system that's in and sitting, then they're not going. They're going to be more lethargic, and fishing's going to be tougher. So while stable pressure doesn't create a dramatic change, it can still provide good fishing conditions, and fishing during stable weather can be productive. So this is where we go into the.
I love that you left me this one. I feel like you set me up for this. Because this may happen to be a reason that you always see me talking about this on Windy and why I have this up and I mention the same thing every time on Windy.
Yes. Absolutely.
So sudden pressure
just worked
change.
out that way.
It really did. We just have that luck sometimes. Sudden pressure changes, aka frontal systems. The effect on fishing's abrupt changes in pressure associated with associating fronts can trigger increased fish activity. Best time to fish just before a front arrives or as passes can be a prime time for fishing, as fish may be more active.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys see it every week. I've brought up Windy and I'm like, hey, look, there's a high pressure system coming, or there is a low. There's the reason it is right friggin' there.
Right. Yeah. But while barometric pressure does play a huge part, there's also it's essential to note that there are other factors such as water temp, time of day, the season you're in. They also play a role in the fish behavior. And while general guidelines that we went over can be useful, experienced anglers consider a combination of factors to determine the best time and fish in a specific location, which is why we go back to the log and see, okay, wintertime fishing on the high system, all of that comes into play, and you can really dial down and start targeting uh, those prime opportunities to go and fish. Well, that's true, Donnie. You can't catch fish without a hook in the water. That's why fish when you can. That's why I said that at the beginning. Firm believer, fish when you can. To get that stuff out there. So You lost your audio.
No, you didn't, because I didn't click the button because I'm a moron.
Okay. I was like, what?
Did it again, man. I was on the Microsoft Word window, and I wasn't back on this window as I was scrolling back.
Gotcha.
Talking about the fishing when you can thing. And granted, I'm going to use this as an excuse, so you guys, you can't say anything to me. Look, we get it. Life gets busy, and you know something? You do what you do when you do. Don't worry about what anybody else has to say. Just go fish when you can. It's your happy. Who cares about the other stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Just get out and do it. And if it's too cold, well, it's too damn cold. You're a grown up. Don't listen to, I'm out here and wait. Good for you, bro. I'm happy for you. You know what? If you want to go out there and do it, that's on you. If you think less of me, cool story. I don't care. Get out and fish when you can, while you can. You got priorities in life too. We get that. So sorry, Brian Soapbox. I don't care.
Brian Soapbox.
What the hell? All right, so we're moving down, I guess, now that I've done that.
Yeah.
Let's get into the reports. Fishing report. It's being brought to you by Green Get 'em Rigs. They got you covered for all your rig and bead needs, from the original Green Get 'em to the Pink Pound 'em and the Orange Crush 'em beads. Things catch fish. Go check it out. GreenGet'emRigs.com.
Yeah, he was running some good sales over the time we were off. Cliff,
speaking of,
he had some new hats. He had new rig out. Like, he's got a lot of stuff out there. So go check him out over there at.
He's always busy.
Brian's tinfoil.
Shut up, Barry.
Barry. Before I get into offshore report, I know there's the first squirrel. All right, so if you guys don't have a copy of this book, Fishing Lines, here in Florida, I highly suggest you reach out to FWC and get one. It says it's from the Sport Fish Restoration Project, but it's really FWC. You can go to myfwc.com/fishing lines. Now, why I bring this up and it's so important. We've talked about fish IDs a lot of times. This is going to be, I wonder if it's going to work. Oh, yeah, on the book, right? It lists all the species we have out here in the Gulf, how to identify them, size limits. Now, it doesn't give you the regs on them. I guess I'm saying bag limits, because they change every year, but it does give you IDs. And there's a lot of folks that are always posting pictures on, hey, fish ID, what fish is this? What is that? But if you get one of these books right here, it'll help you out. Keep it by the nightstand and or my chair in the living room there, and flip through it whenever I see photos like that. So anyway, it's good. That's the first little plug there.
Squirrel.
myfwc.com/fishing lines. It's a good book. It's a good little book. And if you sign up for Catch a Florida Memory program, once you make your first 10 submissions, because that's the first milestone is 10 fish. I believe once you do that, then they send you the kit with the shirt, the hat, the stickers, all that stuff. So pretty sure it's the first 10. You have to log 10 species before you get the first prize.
I feel like that's what they said. Mm-hmm. I'm like, my brain's not rewinding very well right now, but I believe that's what they said.
Yeah. So anyway, offshore report. Doesn't look like we missed much during our time off. It was
no.
Weather prevented a lot of folks from getting out, either wind or cold. But those who did get out in the past focused on nearshore flounder on the close wrecks. Majority of them using either a Carolina rig or a large jig head, depending on the amount of current that you had going to get you to the bottom, tipped with a bull minnow. Just a bare jig head with a bull minnow hooked to it, like you would use for crappie fishing. Same thing, same principle. And then to do the trick, and you'll see my scroll tonight, there's been some nice flounder catches leading up to the beginning of the year and just after it, but not a whole lot else going on right now. I did read a report, Half Hitch's report says Mingo's out in 300 to 450 foot of water. If you're making it out that far, great, but it's cold. Crappie, what? Hey, we have those down here too, Donnie.
Yeah. Yeah, we have fresh water.
Yeah, we have freshwater fish.
We have a whole crazy section of Florida that's purely dedicated to freshwater and freshwater only, and they're very fanatical about their freshwater and freshwater only. Mm-hmm. Didn't think that was a thing until I ended up stumbling into a group. Wow. I thought we were bad. No, we ain't got nothing on fresh water. Yeah, inshore. It's cold. Yeah. Something about criminals. Sheep said, easy playing right now. Fiddlers, great. Oysters, great. Shrimp, great. Black drum, jerks. That's pretty much the best word I can say for them right now, considering one took Justin's rig, my
say,
rig.
how many times did you guys get
rig,
broke off?
Brent's rig. That fish has got 4 piercings, and I want my damn jig back. So if any of you find it in Pensacola, I'd really, really like it back. But yeah, black drum, red drum are still being caught. You can find on that one, but flounder, you can still occasionally. I haven't seen much for trout. Saw 1 or 2 posts, but people are being secretive, so I don't know how I feel about.
Big trout.
Oh yeah, they're the gators. They're the gator trout.
They're catching big trout right now.
But it's, yeah, I may or may not have stalked a couple people online lately. Like, where were you? What'd you do? What were you using? Very mum was the word. Yes, Cliff, I finally got a sheep's head. It has been submitted to my catch a Florida memory. It's on there. I made sure I put that in my birthday one. Thank you guys again for that. That was a really good birthday. So you can still get into the game. Live is still running pretty good. 3 Mile Bridge in our area. I've seen boats stacked there all the time. I'm driving by it, whether they're up on the pillars or they're just out like we've done before. They're just hanging out right off the front, going after them. They're getting after it. So fiddlers, shrimpies, always good. Bull minnows, if you can find some swimmers and you want to get down to the bottom, there's still toothy things biting, but not nearly as much. Current's been pretty heavy. Don't forget, because it is winter, the water's a little bit further out. And for those of you who were driving in Navarre today, if you looked at the sound, you saw how far out the tide was. It's winter. Our water's a little bit different this time of year, a little bit further out. So yeah, have at it. Get after it. Barry, yeah, sand fleas for sheep. I've never, but then again, I haven't tried it. So inshore is okay. If you can get out in the boat, this is the time. If you want to catch fish, get out in the boat, go inshore. You're going to have a little bit more success.
Yeah. Terry asked, how do you guys rig shrimp when fishing bridges? Carolina's, well, yeah. Like your typical Carolina rig is what I use. With the lightest possible weight that'll make it to the bottom without being too heavy, if that makes sense.
I was going 3/4 on those dang things too. Yeah. I was using the one DW's like rigs. I finally got, damn it, I forgot to text him. Yeah, I got to use DW's sheep's head jigs finally. And I caught with it, and that 3/4 did really well. Is today Friday? No, Sean, we've moved to Sunday. But you're always
where you
on
been,
the
Sean?
Yeah. You're always doing. You're like a full-time YouTuber. What do you mean? You don't work. You don't
switch this up like
your day is every day. Your work day is whatever day you want it to be. Hook size 1/0's fine. Hell, I used a 7, and I mean, it was a 6. Was it a 6 or a 7?
Size 6.
It was a 6. I used a size 6, and I slabbed into a 32-inch red. He held the whole time. So, you don't have to go with it. I don't even know what other. And this, folks, is why we love Sean. God. And your content's been awesome, dude. Loving the stuff. Yeah. And if you're not following him on TikTok, because I am a TikTok head, he's fun on TikTok too. All right, that's inshore.
We let's have to create our TikTok account after this.
You really? We're gonna have to work offline about you taking it. So everyone, for those of you who don't know, Mike does everything. I am literally a talking head. Occasionally I'll contribute. Mike has done this background. He's done his background. He's done the show notes. He's done everything for this show. Mike is the brains behind this. So if Mike's gonna take on some crap, stop. Send me something to at least try to do. I know I work, but whatever. Okay. Did you use DW lures in a sand fleet?
Do TikTok.
Did you do see
DW lures?
No.
Timo, you're the eye candy.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah. Nice. That's funny.
And there it is. If we had a soundboard, there it was.
I know, right?
Okay.
Right. I'm getting back
surf. Yeah, we're hitting the surf.
Report. Yeah, surf report. Let me bring it up. I can tell you what it is, but Calm north winds have produced black drum and red drum, a few pompano, and bluefish and bonita in some areas. Sharks have been caught. If you're brave enough to hit the beach at night in this cold weather, you'll get redfish, you'll get sharks on the cast outs as well as long drops. So just make sure you're geared appropriately for the sharks, because the worst thing we want to do is have one wash back up because we didn't have the right gear out there. What did I walk in on? Yeah, you don't want to know, JC.
just know it's okay. Everything's okay.
But yeah, as we said at the beginning, the wintertime surf fishing, it's slow, it's tough, but the fish you catch will be rewarding. There will be the bigger fish. What was Justin? He had a 34-inch red, and the black drum was just as big.
Something like that. Yeah, I believe it was
close.
Yeah.
So if you haven't checked that out on Justin Reed Fishing's page, go check that out. He's done some good stuff and then went out and cast it. Julie and them is what does Mike look like? He's recording from a speakeasy.
Because that's Mike's style.
That was the original whole premise behind this whole show.
It really was. It's evolved.
Get together, smoke cigars, drink bourbon, and talk fishing. That's what
we were supposed to, but the original plan accidentally got changed. Things happen.
It's now a she shed, not a.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was gonna leave it alone.
I was gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna get one of those so I can smoke cigars in here. I need to, because there's a window right here. I could just get one of those smoke sucker things. And,
yeah.
Out of the house.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll watch.
Might get halfway through one before I get yelled at.
You'd get through 2 strokes.
I know.
You'd get 2 ticks and it'd be over. I mean, your wife is awesome. Shandy is phenomenal, and she's great in understanding. That one, I don't see that. That's a bridge maybe too far, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When is Smitty gonna put me on a keeper cobia? Yeah, the same. I mean, we all wonder. Yeah.
Want to know when I'm gonna get one?
Yeah, I was gonna say when he ever does.
Yeah, when am I gonna get one? Cobia fishing has been extremely tough. If you talk to a lot of the guys, the cobia have been caught farther out. You need a rabbit air purifier.
Well, now that you said it, it's going to pop up in your search history.
I know. Now all of a sudden it's going to be a suggestion on Facebook telling me I need a rabbit air purifier. Maybe if that's what I need. I don't know.
Squirrel.
Anyway,
cobia.
I know, squirrel. We were talking about stuff. Cobia. So the guys that have been catching cobia have caught them a lot farther out this year, not as close in as previous years. And a couple different theories on why, but cobia has been a tough fish to catch, at least keeper size. We've caught baby cobia off the beach, but
I catch them all the time.
Yeah, those little ones,
about that big. That counts.
It's so cute. That cute little fish.
Is that a cobia? No, it's a remora.
I hear big remora tastes just as good.
I'm gonna find out.
Yet to, I caught some pretty big remora off on some of the reefs.
It's just I'm in the same position I was last year when him and I were talking about catfish. Who was it? Williams. Yeah. If I catch a 24-inch remora, I'll eat it. I will. I absolutely will bring it home and I'll catch and cook it. And I'm probably going to enjoy it just like I did catfish. So
the videos I've seen have looked pretty good. And it's like, nice white meat, like just like a cobia. So, I mean, they look pretty much the same.
I'm down. I mean, I am all for trying fish that people say are trash fish. I truly, bluefish is trash. Give it to me. I'll eat the crap out of that. I love bluefish. What the hell's wrong with you? It's a delicious fish.
Did you see the dude who caught the 32-inch bluefish?
I was pissed. Yeah.
But did you? They're horrible to clean. Oh, so Salty's done it. Okay. But did you see the guy holding the pitcher and the fingers and how elongated they were? And it brought into question was it really a 30-some inch bluefish?
She was all right. I give it 30. I mean, he could be, he could be one of those guys with small hands. I don't know. But I mean,
with ET fingers. That's what it was. ET fingers. I have a video of it.
No, don't send me that. Like, anytime you said, if Salty ever sends you a video, question it first. Make sure you're somewhere and not on a Bluetooth speaker. I love Salty, but I also know Salty.
But I know Salty. What is this, Salty? What are you doing?
Halfway through, it's a fishing video.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, it's the dirt. It's the fun cop in him. He gets you. He just gets you. Yeah. Oh, he's not here to defend himself, but I love it.
He's probably deer hunting again. That probably is be his new thing.
That is a fair one, Cliff. I will go with that. Hardtail is not delicious. It's zombie apocalypse. I'd eat it, but it's not my top one. I'd eat it. Oh, all right. I'll knock mine out real quick. Pier. Hey, it sucks. We've seen some flounder, kind of on the smaller side. Bobos are starting to show up, so that's something I'm really excited for. And if the Bobos start getting a little bit closer to shore, Justin's gonna have some good video. But it's that great time to go walk. And if you're into blues, hey, throw on some metal. Get out there in the morning, and the sunset bite are still decent, but if you still you can kind of play with it. You got to keep your eyes open. It's going to be a lot of casting. So blues are still striking real hard. Make sure you got enough room with a leader and a shock leader if you want their thicker line. They're not really line shy. And you'll get after it. Hopefully soon the Bobos will be coming close to shore like they did last year, which was phenomenal. They would do a dart in and a dart out, dart in, dart out, and they would chase the pods. Pretty easy to keep your eye open for. You'll see them cresting. You'll see a lot of jumping and water disturbance. You can kind of plan it out there. Just have the jig ready and then have a spare in case, because as soon as you hook up, they're probably going to take you for a walk, and it's going to be pain in the ass. So, are you finally close back to water? But yeah, Texas, man, everything big in Texas when it comes to fish. Y'all catch some monsters. Sorry, I squirreled.
No, it's all good, man.
No, I don't even remember what we squirreled about, and then I stopped us. See, this is why I can't be left to my own devices.
So, but you kept us. You jumped back on into the pier. Did we? You know what? I think we did.
Yeah, what?
See that? Yeah.
What did we do?
We did that.
Yeah, we're on the pier. We're on the weather.
Weather for the upcoming week. I thought it meant like talk about the upcoming week, but anyway.
All right, it's gonna suck.
It's gonna suck. Yeah, you haven't looked yet. This is gonna be a little disappointing. Present. Share screen.
Why is it always? It just gets one of us. I know it gets one of us each time.
Yeah.
Oh, leather-bound book.
Hoggerty. There we go. So tomorrow looks to be like the best day. High 61, east winds at 15. That's gonna suck. But then Tuesday showers, Wednesday thunderstorms, Thursday thunderstorms, Friday thunderstorms, Saturday scattered thunderstorms. And then we get into next week and it starts looking good again. But next week is looking like dog shit. It's just no other way to put it. It looks bad.
But you know what?
Yeah.
It's not snow.
Well, that's true. It's not snow. Deal with that. There's that.
We have that. Don't let that one little wonderful thing prevent you from remembering how wonderful it is. Yeah. And there it is, Donnie. I was waiting for Donnie to jump in on that grenade.
I'll take that over ice and snow. Yeah.
All right. So I think I figured a new way to do this, which I'm kind of excited if I can. All right. So if I go back here, okay, cool. Shut up, Barry. Okay, so as you can see, all the pressure lines I like talking to you guys about, right? All right, so the wind, we're pretty much set here. I'm going to keep it on wind for a minute, and I want to just go through. Keep in mind what Mike said. It's not pretty, right? Pressure's moving off, wind is keeping high, and it's going to keep cycling. So think about how the pressure turns clockwise on a high, counterclockwise on a low. It's going to keep moving off 20 knots. That's Monday. Here comes the rain, and look at all this red. Red is bad. Red is really bad. Yeah. And then, of course, you get blue. And blue from up here is not good. So 20 knots, and we're into Tuesday. Needless to say, like Mike said, it's not going to be a good one. All right, we got this low pressure system that's starting to punch up and around. I don't know how strong it's going to be, but I have a feeling it's just going to keep pushing through with this nasty cold weather. But it's also, I do like about it, is it's keeping that Arctic crap to the north of us. So y'all can keep it, Donnie, that's coming your way. Where are we at? Thursday? All right, 11 knots, and it's starting to calm down a little bit. As you can still see with the green, it's still going to be a little bit punchy. Not going to be the best time. Friday, here's into the weekend, okay? Pressure systems are going to be kind of all over the place. And it's just take a look at the bars. It's not going to be a big one. It's still going to be tough to decide if you really want to go out and just, be patient. I love saying it like that. Best way I can say it.
Windy doesn't make it look so bad.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the week.
Yeah. So we're a little offshore. And you guys know I love it when it turns purple because that's really bad. They're 6-footers. You guys don't want to go out in that. It's just not going to be good. So pushing in, there's Friday down to 3, Thursday 5. So it decreases as we go. And then the currents, I really wish I got to start recording things like this. The Gulf Stream still doing its fun little thing, but I don't know if you guys have noticed this, and I kind of went back and watched something not too long ago. The Gulf Stream has moved off a smidge. It's not as close as it was before, and that's just kind of contributing to the winter. These currents are down. I remember we had a couple of good vortexes there. And then you've heard in an episode that I had a good conversation with something about shark fishing. Something about Navarre is a really weird place that has a really strange structure and really strange. Why do the fish always seem to do this? I'm still in the currents. Notice the current, notice the color, notice the movement. There's a reason I'm talking about this. Pay attention to the currents. It's the new thing that you should definitely look at. It's going to be good. But the nice thing about the rain, one thing I'm not sad about, temperature's going up. Be in the 50s. So we'll be warm and cold versus wet and cold, which is okay.
Nice. I just jumped over to Instagram to see what was going on.
Oh, I haven't been over there in a minute. What do we got? Sean commented there. We got one person watching there. Hi, one person.
Yeah, good. Anyway, see, lots of people have joined. So good stuff. I just forgot we were over there and I didn't want to go.
I kept my eyes open on it.
We were watching from Instagram, so appreciate you guys.
I still wish it fed into this.
Yeah, it will at some point.
Hi, David.
You just have to pay Meta their money. We don't have to pay Meta. StreamYard has to pay Meta their money.
Which means they'll raise.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, I can talk to you after.
Okay. Hey, jumping into the Panhandle scroll. I don't have but like 3 things, I think. So.
I got a few. I got us covered.
Okay. Cool.
I got a bunch of stuff. I was just, poop save.
Panhandle scroll. It's brought to you by Rogue Reels Fishing. Use code ROGUE20 to save 20% off your order. Rogue Reels makes high quality hand tied leaders like the Smitty rig, a 20-foot, 500-pound class deployment leader, which we got some things testing here soon that are being built right now. Yep. Anyway, and Rogue Reels and the Demo rig, a heavy duty double drop rig. Go check them out at Rogue Reels Fishing. That's reels with a Z.com. Yeah, we bumped up our weight class on the Smitty too. So I think we're up to 1,200 pounds.
So. Wait, what?
Yeah. we jumped up some stuff because before all my sharks were the smaller sharks that we were targeting.
We're talking about Mike's natural progression into the bigger shark world is what I'm hearing. Got it. It was only a matter of time.
Only a matter of time. It's all about the health of the shark.
I'm going to squirrel for a second here. If you guys go back a year and a half, go back to when Mike started shark fishing. When he first started talking about it, look at his gear. Zoom into today and take a look at the different gear that he's using out on the water, and you'll notice some significant. He's like, no, we're gonna stick with these littler sharks. Littler sharks became medium-sized sharks. And now, yep, he's going in, and I'm loving it. Friggin' loving it.
It's fun. It's definitely a different world. It's a total different game.
You're gonna do so well with it. That's I know you are. I'm so excited for that because I know you're gonna have some awesome stories.
Stories are fun. Good stuff.
Anyway,
all right. Here we go to the Panhandle.
Scroll.
See what I got. Share screen. Facebook. I think. Share this one. Maybe. Here we go.
Littering and there we go.
Littering and what are we at? Us for January 12th. Yep, half hitch there. Posting these guys. Silver King, Flounder. When we talk about Flounder. They're out there right now. Dropping some more wreaths out there.
I'm so glad they're doing that. I really am. I think it's
Alex Fogg and that group out there are really they do a lot of good stuff. Now I have to figure out how to get back to my save. So hang on, bear with me just for a minute. Somehow. Where did my saves go?
You're looking at your page.
Hit here. Boom. Yep. There we go.
Yep. On the left.
Got it. Yep. Boom. There we go. Yeah, I only have 2. They didn't do a very good job.
You've been on a boat, dude.
Yeah.
You've been a pirate. Enjoy. It's all good.
Our buddy Adam over at Ignite the Bite Charters. Flounder fishing this time of year. I mean, look at those. That's a nice little haul there. That's awesome. There you go, Adam. And so Blackwater Bay Baits has a boat launch right there you can put in at, but they just wanted to put out the public service announcement there. Tide was very low this morning, so if you're putting in, be careful going out the stretch. They're open till 7 p.m. They do have live shrimp, minnows, worms, crickets, but they're asking you to bring your own buckets or cricket baskets. They only have so much. They're basically bait right now, and a launch facility for $5, or kayak without a trailer for $3. And this one's pretty good. $3.50 for a 22-pound bucket of ice. That's a pretty good deal right there. So if you know where they're at, it's you come out this creek right here and you hang a left, and you're going to run up to the I-10 bridge over Blackwater. That's where they're. Give you an idea of where they're located if you don't know where they are. But 7408 Bain Drive in Milton, Florida. So if you're up that way and you're fish that way, go check them out. Blackwater Bay Baits up there. That was it. That's all I had. I just had the 2.
I got you.
Didn't have much.
Okay, let's see if I do. Probably better off just doing it this way. Yeah, I am. Okie dokie.
Sea turtle.
Yeah, this was a fun one. I got a couple of turtle things in there. So, you guys know I'm weird. I'm a conservation person. I like nature. Leave me alone. The Fish and Wildlife Foundation talked about the early stages. Green turtles have more omnivore. He's munching on the jellies, man. Yeah, they do that, and then they become vegetarians, which is, as you notice, a lot of our stuff when they get caught, we end up foul hooking. It's not always in the mouth, and when we do, it's kind of a weird hookup. So normally they're vegetarians. They're all good. They're cool creatures. But you know what? We're just going to scroll down to the scary part of them. I'm supposed to fall into the second one. That's what their throat looks like. Yeah, that's a sea turtle's throat. It's like the Kraken.
It is like the Kraken.
There's nothing. You're not getting out of there, man.
Spikes and barbs going in and this way, so you can't get out that way. That's crazy. Yeah.
But that's a loggerhead. So just wanted to share the fun with that. This was at the beach last week, I believe it was.
It's off the beach, yeah.
Yeah. They had a really, really good day. They had 5. Those aren't tiny. Not even a little. You guys can figure out where they're at. They did good. They did really good. Safety tip. Cold. Really, really cold here. just be smart out on the beach. That was a warm day. That being said. Okay. I saved this for a reason. because some people are going to lose their brain when they see this. It was a giant bull shark. Bull sharks you are able to harvest them. It's not a tiny one. This meat is very nice. It is clean.
Yeah.
It probably smelled god awful because sharks do. But if you notice the way his knife was cutting, that he leaves some of the flesh on the skin. That is important if you're ever going to do shark. Don't go right down to the bottom of the skin. Leave a little bit of meat behind. It will help with the taste of the meat, I promise. But Land Shark Outdoors, absolutely phenomenal content creator to follow. Lots of good things. Catching cooks, knowledge. It's you really won't go wrong there with that stuff. Jason's been fun to follow. I really like Jason's content.
Jason's doing a lot of stuff. He's starting a podcast too.
Yeah, he is. I saw that. I was like, good for you. He's going to do really well, I think. If as long as he can get to the transition for people to move from that other side to that or combine, he's going to be unstoppable, and I think he'll do it. But this is a true one, especially the other day when we were really, really cold. There's no judgment. Wear as many coats as you want. Okay. David came down to visit, and patience. But always good when they get to come down. Eventually, he'll be here full time one of these days. But he caught one, so good job. Nice job getting there. Oh, why did I say this was from Jason?
Jason's,
and it saved it this way. Oh, crap. That's not what I wanted as usual. I might be able to find it like this. I think it'll pop right up. There it is. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why it was doing that, but it was coming up as, it's because the link was in it. That's why. Okay. Hey, got some flounder. They were getting after it, so they've been doing pretty well. And another good one to follow, Time Off Charter. Jason's just a really good content. He's got a lot of good stuff. Very so much so worth your time to follow. Talked about that. This was earlier before they got to the 5.
Yep.
I mean, those are slab reds, man. Those are big ones. Notice how he's supporting the fish. Supporting the fish. Yes, that is the way. All right. I know this isn't our area, but I talk about them a lot. Monahan Seafood. I love these guys. I love this company. They're up in Michigan. This is where I also got my recipe for my bluefish. Their website, they got a lot of cool things on there. They're a lot of fun to follow. But I saw that, and all I could think is, you know what? It sounds really damn good. And of course, you can tell I was kind of just rolling through the day. But this is what got my attention. Seafood minestrone. It doesn't sound bad. Like, that could be tasty. So Monahan's is another really good page to follow. My scroll is fun. It's so many things. Emerald Coast Bait and Tackle.
Flounder.
They're here. You can still get them. And their show is coming out soon, so you should be checking to look at that. Okaloosa Pier. We have to talk after the show about that too. I forgot. I don't know if he texted you, but he texted me. I think it was you guys should do this. But hey, another Southern in there catching them. Gulf Breeze Bait and Tackle with the board. Here's the leader right now. Okay, it's early. Calm yourselves. I mean, it's nice to be the leader, but don't forget, you get the weeklies. So if you catch a pomp, take that damn fish in to get weighed. It doesn't matter if there's a top 10 already done. I have won a weekly one on what was it, like a 2-pounder, I think it was, and I was not even close to the board. I won a weekly. It's worth it. I got my buy-in back essentially, and then I spent it very quickly. Yeah, because that's what you do. This one's going to be popping up. So I talked about Lost Key Outdoors, 2nd annual Sheep's Head tournament, March 16th. Yeah, he updated it. Good. I was going to text him like, hey, you have it as May. It's not May. Sheep's Head in May is going to suck. Sorry, I went. It
would not be good.
No, it'd be rough. So that one's going to be coming up. Be ready for that if you want to go that way. And hey, Redbeard. Hey, why is that popping up? I am live. Leave me alone. Redbeard got a nice one. He's been out doing a lot of content lately. So hopefully more fun stuff coming. And that is my scroll for this week. Do y'all bleed your sheep's head? Absolutely. If I can, I'll EKG me and bleed every fish that I get my hands on. I don't hesitate with that one.
Yeah, it definitely makes a better quality on your fish. I mean, it's still going to taste the same, I think. The appearance, I think, is what changes. I don't know how much of the flavor changes to me.
Those rib bones, by the way.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's the first time you cleaned one, isn't it?
It was awful. I was like, what the hell? Why can't I cut through this? And I did it live, of course, because I'm a dumbass. And I was like, hey, let's watch me do something stupid, because that's what Brian does. And thankfully, a couple of people like, watch when you get to the rib bones. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm going to read the fishmonger this. I'm going to separate the pin bone. Yeah, right. That didn't get to till fish number 3.
Fishmonger just knows what he's doing. Boom, boom, boom.
It's flawless. Yeah. Reed, that dude is
Reed, how do you do that?
He went on with Your Saltwater Angler. So he went on with the captain, and they did a great podcast. I enjoyed it. I unfortunately couldn't watch it live. I was at work, but listening to Reed talk about his stuff and how he does it in the content, it was fun for one. But to hear how it works and to watch him, it's like watching an artist paint. He's got that thing down. He's like, well, notice I don't use the tip of my knife this way. You mentioned that actually in a recent one. He's like, you notice I go this way with this type of fish. I don't do it this way. I do it this way. It was kind of fun. Permit didn't bother me. Permit wasn't that bad.
Did you go live cleaning your permit?
Maybe. Like, I barely remember last week. I'm not even smoking weed. Damn it, my brain's going crap. Yeah. It would be that, but I would do the read on that. I'd separate I did. Oh, see, Barry remembers. Your youthful brain. I do remember with that. If I do remember correctly, I think I tried to read it. I think I even said I was going to try to get through the pin bones and go down it. I don't know if I was. I don't think I was successful though.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, we made it through an hour. I don't know how, but an hour down. And
it wasn't an hour and a half because we're off our game, man. We didn't have enough banter. We kind of rushed ourselves back in, and fishing is suck.
Yeah, that's true. But it should pick up here soon. We're rolling into the spring, and then in the summer. I mean, it's just going to be fishing picks up from here.
I can't wait, dude. I am very much so looking forward to back into the spring. I am looking forward to the tournament series. I'm looking forward to the Fish Bites tournament. I'm looking forward to. There's so many fun things coming in the spring. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I really don't.
Yeah. I guess I won't go back to work. I'm not gonna.
I hate you. God, I hate you.
I probably need to, but it's slow when you. Slow on the charter side during this time of year.
Need is relative.
It's like, yeah, let's do this, but because you got to be able to pay for those trips and go to the fish bite tournament on the East Coast. And
Jack doesn't need a college fund.
I know,
right? The power, I think what is it? You can get away without paying your bill for 90 days before they shut it off, right?
Oh, yeah.
Your credit might suffer a little, but hey, that's the long term. It's not a big deal.
Right. Instant gratification, damn it.
Oh, to be 18 again.
Yep.
What am I doing? Whatever I want.
Month for fishing. Is January traditionally the worst month? It depends on worst. Because like if you were watching the beginning of the show, Brian, Demo and I were talking about this is when we transition and do boat stuff. You're targeting different species.
Mm-hmm.
The great thing about fishing down here is you can fish year round. You just have to adjust your tactics and what it is you're doing. Yeah. So if January, February is traditionally worse on the surf, not to say you can't catch fish. Again, going back to the beginning of the show, a lot of hours will be put in, but the fish you catch will be memorable. You'll catch bigger fish while you're out there. This typically is the slower time of year.
Yeah.
From now until probably mid-March.
But the cool thing on that same token is I love that we have the seasons that all the fish change. In the winter, we start getting the sheepies. You know, that's like, all right, cool. Can we catch sheep? Sure. If we went further up, we'd probably catch them, or we'd be able to figure it out. But within 30 minutes of the house, you have a better opportunity. Now we can play the game. You can't get out in the surf and get it as much. No problem. Okay, no big deal. I'm going to go to the bridge. I'm going to drop something down. Bob Sykes. I can go to Bob Sykes and drop down. Hey, I'm going after sheeps. I'm going after Spanish. I have to deal with the pins of nightmare proportion. Black drum, red drum. They're all going to be there. But, you know, into the fall, okay, now we're moving into other ones. Now we're going to start playing with some more bobos, something to get warmer. Bluefish are going to get into a little bit more into the mix. Things are going to be more active as they transition, as the water moves. I love that our seasons bring different ones. Tuna is going to be here until March. After that, they're gone until November. No problem. Cool. Then we're going to start getting the kings. That's going to be fun. Or the tarpon. That's going to be fun. I mean, it's such a revolving door of fish here. It's so cool.
Absolutely. All right.
That's fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Until next week, folks, we appreciate everybody tuning in. We will be, where's my banners, my brand? There we go. We will be back next Sunday night, 7:00, to bring you guys more comical information. If you haven't noticed, we've started uploading all of our old episodes up on YouTube every Wednesday. You'll get a new one and a funny story that goes along with the episode. So give those a look, listen, like, follow, all that good stuff. Until next week, see you guys later.
You got to push the button again.
I did.
You double.